And I was said, like, God, like, please, like, if you help me become a success, I promise. Because it's 2022, you gotta have to, to God be the glory.
Okay, kid.
Yes!
Hey, God's grace, His mercy, His love, His blessing, His friendship has been merciful.
Hallelujah!
Lord, just help me. I'll do my best. You guide the ship, steer it, whatever you want to do, just do it. I'm in your hands, right? So thank you, God, for this incredible opportunity. Thank you. All right, guys. Today is going to be locker room talk. Do we have the slides? Yeah. So we're ready for some locker room talk. Yeah? Is that okay? If you're ready to grow, say I in this section. I. If you're ready to grow, let me hear you say I. We're about to jump over here. Over here, if you're ready to grow, say I. Come on, you can't let them beat you. What? If you're ready to grow, let's hear it. If you're ready to grow, say it. Right here, if you're ready to grow, over here. Come on, flush it down if you're showing how it's done. If you're ready to grow, say That's it. Hey, today's gonna be locker room talk. Is it cool if I'm real up here? Is it okay? Do I have to sugarcoat anything? Do I have to be soft? I can be real, right? All right, guys, so today's gonna be about locker room talk. We're gonna grow up here today. But first, I gotta take you back. I gotta take you all the way back to 2011 of May, right? I'm sitting in my dad's 1988 white Honda Civic, and we're going on delivery. Should be choked up, man. We're going on deliveries, right? He used to work at a pizza shop 7 days a week, open to close, 10 years straight, no holidays, no days off, no exaggeration. Right? And, my hero in life, and he said something to me that really shook me that day, and I was just venting to him. I was complaining a little bit about school, a little about the job, a little about work, about life, and he said that I expected some encouragement. Like your hero, right? You expect him to, build you up, solve your problems or whatever, right? And he said something to me, and it really just shook me, and he looks over, because this is the only time I got to talk to him. He said, "Kyo shit, Avad?" Meaning, son, that's just life. That's just life. And I know some of you might be like, dude, that's get over yourself. You're so sensitive. Get over it, bro. Keep moving. But you gotta understand where I'm coming from. I'm a first-generation Albanian immigrant, just like my parents. Right? Their whole existence, their whole reason why, their whole purpose was totally who?
You.
Me. Right? They uprooted their home. They left their family behind, they left their friends behind, they left their culture behind for me, totally because of me. And guess what? Albania, if you guys don't know, that Eastern Bloc, communist country in the 90s. They had no opportunity there. They said, we gotta get out of here to go into the land of the free and the land of home, the best country on the planet, the United States of America. Right? What that meant for them, though, remember, they didn't have anyone here. It was just, I'm an only child, just the three of us. That meant a life of meagerness for them. So just so I could have the possibility of a life of abundance. So as I got older, guess what that meant? I can't let these sacrifices be in vain. Right, Ben? I can't let it be in vain. So what did I do? What was I told to do? My whole life, go to school, because if you have a good education, you get a good what? And if you have a good job, you make more what? Right, so I did that, right? I did exactly that. I was a senior in college. I was delivering pizza with my dad, knocking on doors and stuff, smiling at the kids and the dog, hoping for an extra $1 in tip, right? And at the same time, I had this little taxi internship thing that would turn into a full-time job, right? And, as I'm doing this, when I heard, son, that's just life, I'm thinking to myself, first of all, I got really sad and broken, because I was like, damn, that's it? That's it? But then I got so pissed. Look at him. I got irritated. I got so mad. I'm like, D, are you kidding me? Are you on this path? Did you make all these sacrifices? Did your parents make all these sacrifices? Right? So that you could work? 40 hours a week for $40,000 a year for 40 years of your life, bro? No, absolutely not. That was my ID badge, Lauren. That was my ID badge. right? And I would get to work, and my manager would be like, "You look real happy to be here. I see it." I'm like, "Mm-hmm. I'm so happy." Right? Right? Meanwhile, I'm praying at night. I'm like, "God, please help me. I can't live a life for the holidays. I don't want to live a life for the weekends. I don't want to do this. I'm in here. My coworkers are like, yay, it's Hump Wednesday today. Ooh, half off drinks at the bar. You coming for Sips Wednesday after work?" I'm like, "No." "Oh my God, it's Dress Down Friday. We get to wear jeans today. Yay!" What's wrong with these people? And then Monday came, we're in the elevator. Everyone's all awkward and quiet. "How's your weekend?" "Good." "How's your weekend?" "Good." 4 days until Friday. 4 days until Friday. I'm like, how does people not realize that part of society's little rat race giving you more and more cheese to keep you in the trap? Right? Locker room talk. Is it cool? Is it cool? I'm not, right? True talk, right? And I was like, so I was like, I can't do it, right? And realizing that. So honestly, by the grace of God, an individual came up, gave me information on this business. No one had to convince me to do Market America. You know what he told me? "You're gonna get paid for the shopping that you do all the time for the rest of your life." So I got in. The next day, 21 years old, $1,200. I mean, you gotta be a little like, not all there if you don't understand. It's not an opportunity, it's a financial miracle, right? The only thing, I just had to say more. I was like, "No, this is real, right?" "Yeah." "Bro, this is like real, right?" "Yeah." "Bro, I'm Albania, I'll kill you. This is real, right?" He's like, "Yeah, man." So that was it. But you know what? I gotta be honest with you, right? I didn't take it serious my first year. Why? Because I was in college, I was knocking on them doors for tips, smiling, and there's something in the back of my head saying, "Well, maybe, D, the tax thing will grow. It'll be good. I'll go up, I'll work up the corporate ladder, sitting pretty on that 48 floor overlooking the skyline of Philly, big boss type moves, making a couple $100,000 a year. Life is good, right? Right? I didn't take it serious. You know what it came with? A big ego. You know what ego stands for? EGO, edging God out. The minute your ego goes up, guess what happens? Your bank balance goes down. If you can humble yourself and put your ego down, guess what starts to happen? Your bank balance starts to go up. So I was in Market America, but Market America wasn't inside me until this event, right? This event, North Carolina, 2012. What did I see? Who did I see? Ordinary people come into this company and become extraordinary. People of different cultures, people of different backgrounds, 20 years at a time, 30 years today, 8 different countries, multi-billion-dollar industries, online retail sales industry, health and wellness industry, jewelry industry, skincare industry, beauty industry, 400 self-made millionaires. I rest my case. Do you see where I'm coming from? Right? And then I look at the founder, right? The CEO, JR, Lauren, the whole corporate team. JR goes on stage the 20th, crying his little eyes out, recognizing his whole crew. Talking about how they started together, talking about how they fought for one another, until this day talking about being a servant leader, putting people first in the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And then my mentor, she goes on stage. She goes on stage that night. She's talking about her father's cancer and how, because of this company and the residual income that she built in it, was able to be day and night by his side. And him knowing that he was loved because of the time that she gave him, saying, "Hey, I'm so proud of you. Thank God you did what you did. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for what you built." Right? You know what they had? They had this amazing thing called integrity. Isn't it amazing when your leaders have integrity? Yes or yes? Right? And you know what I had? I had belief. I had belief. I knew I was going to grow with this company. I knew I was going to grow with this company. Because the only way you're going to grow is if you let your past go. Right? The only way you're gonna grow is if you have faith. Number one, faith in the company. Number two, you gotta have faith in God above, my sole belief. And number three, faith in yourself.
Yes!
What does faith stand for? F-A-I-T-H. F-A-I-T-H, full assurance in the heart. You see, this is not a business of numbers. This is not a business of corporate. This is not a business of strategy. This is a business of people. You don't build business in this business, you build people, and people build your business, and that comes from the heart.
Yes! Right there.
So what does G stand for? G stands for my goal. I set my goal. My goal is very simple. I just wanted freedom. I I just want to be financially free, that's it, right? Here's what I understood about financial freedom. When I first started the business, I thought to be financially free, you had to be some sort of multimillionaire. Let me tell you what financial freedom actually is. If your monthly expenses are $5,000, and first of every month you got $5,000 coming into your bank account, whether you roll out of bed or not, guess what? You're free. And I just wanted that for me and my parents so badly. So I got involved. I set my first goal. I was like, all right, D, $4,500 a month, $4,500 a month, because I've got full-time income. Then let's cap out the 001, supervising corner, cap out the 01, get it done. And now, FBP, because that means legacy. Legacy. So I got involved. I set my goal. The first thing, I set that goal. And you know what I did? You know what I'm doing? Here, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm following the basic 5 system. I'm following the Master UFO system. What is system? SYSTEM. Save yourself serious time, energy, and money. Right? But guess what happens? Guess what happens when you set your goal in Market America? The people that love you the most are going to discourage you. Because before your greatest resistance is going to get your greatest opportunity, right? So these people are going to resist. My best friend from high school, I'm like, yo, we're going to get rich. Yo, what do you got? I'm coming over, getting my little 19-something Honda Civic, drive over his house, run up the stairs, right? He's at the computer. I'm like, bro, check this out. What do you got? Got a piece of paper, smack it down. This is you, draw a circle. And he goes, bam! Don't do this. I'm like, do what? Don't do this. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what it is. He goes, I know what it is. My cousin's sister's uncle's girlfriend's dog sitter's catfish friend night in the late 1900s did it and lost $50,000. I'm like, what happened? I said, what happened? Don't do this, D. Come on, be realistic. These things are too good to be true. It might not work. I said, that's okay. If you think it's unrealistic, I'll get paid. If you don't think it'll work, I'll get paid. If you join me, we'll both get paid. If you don't join me, I'ma still get paid.
Yes!
And then comes the relatives and the family relatives and the little communities you're a part of. I'm not gonna say who, I don't wanna call them out, but this person comes up to me, D, I see all your positive pictures on Facebook, you're going to these meetings and people in suits and doing all these positive posts. What are you in some kind of cult? I'm like, yeah, you didn't know. I'm part of the MA cult, CULT, creating unique lives together.
Yes!
And then comes the hardest of all. Let me see a hand. Does anyone have an emotional mother in the room or a strong-willed father? Let me see them hands. Put those hands together. That's my parents. My mom goes, Lighty, are you going around marketing all of America now? I said, Ma, it's called Market America. But much more supportive now. My dad comes in, I'm eating my chicken for the games, right? He's like, hey, kuya, the plurals. I said, which ones? I thought you please run around kuyan. Meaning, where are your powders at? Where are your powders? I said, which ones you want? The ones that make you young again. Where are they? Anti-aging, right? It's coming, Dad. It's coming. Don't worry. Listen, when you set your goal in Market America, right? You gotta get focused, right? Focus, F-O-C-U-S, follow one course until success. So I close my left ear, I close my right ear, and all I see is FVP. All I see is FVP, and by the grace of God, I stand in front of you as FVP. Whose back office still hasn't cut just yet, right? Because this is a business of hope, guys. We're leaders. Leaders are dealers in hope. HOPE, helping other people earn, right?
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's to become free. Finish off the 001. That's your objective, right? Am I foaming at the mouth yet? I get excited. Right? It's finish off the 001. That's your objective. 4 aces on the left. 4 aces on the right. Out of 7.8 billion people on the planet. Come on, right? Right? R stands for reality. What is reality? Reality is you come into this business, you follow the basic 5 system. You follow the Master UFO system and you keep building. Listen, Market America offers a lot. You don't want to do everything in one go. The reality is you want to get to the point where your position, that leadership is justified through the pin of Master UFO, right? That is our system. That is our system. And listen, what do we got here? What do we got? Let me see. Uh-oh. You guys ready for it? You guys ready? Hold on, if I can pull it out. It's Oh, I got it. Hold on. We got a little prop. You don't gotta be smart.
You don't have to be smart.
Hey! So when you get started in this, let's see the little spin. Flavor Flav. You guys remember Flavor Flav? Oh, yeah, boy. I never thought I would ever do that. But anyway, you start this business, you start as an unfranchised owner. Your first objective in this business, guys, is to become a good customer manager. Get 10 customers, and then you start building your future. Then you move on to Master UFO. And with Master UFO, you rank up the whole thing, right? You go to coordinator, executive coordinator, master coordinator, professional coordinator, supervising coordinator, onto national supervising coordinator, onto director, and finally what happens? FVP. Right? Build your business following good quality foundations, following the Master UFO system. Right? So G stands for your goal, R stands for reality. Reality is you need patience, and it takes time. It takes time. Listen, you can't make a baby in a month by making 9 girls pregnant. You gotta wait, right? You gotta wait 9 months for the gift, huh? Build your business on good quality foundations, right? One brick at a time, okay? O stands for your options. Lower my options. Very simple. Lower my options, very simple. I asked my how do you become successful? You listen to successful people. When you listen to successful people, you become? When you listen to broke people, you become? That's it. So I went up to my mentors. I was like, hey, I'm Driton. I want to be successful. What do I got to do? They said, you got to do one thing. One thing, your only option is stay in the phase 1. That's it. I said, okay, what the heck does that mean? So guys, there's 4 phases in the business. Phase 1 is when you're doing the 4 fundamental P's. You have massive, massive momentum. But what happens is some people get into a position and they become supervisors. Then your momentum gets down. And then they hit another position and they become managers. This is when you oversee your supervisors. And finally it happens, phase 4. Right, you're in the blame phase. How does this go? You need to start blaming somebody. You need to blame somebody or something for why you're not succeeding. You blame the company, the comp plan, the products, your junior partner, your senior partner, your mother that's never loved you. You start blaming everything. And guess what happens? When you stay in the blame phase too long, guess what happens? You quit. Whenever you hang around with someone, doesn't matter if they're FVP, coordinator, EC, if they're blaming everything all the time, guess what? They're about to quit, and you just gotta know it. Every leader in this business understands one thing. Every leader in this business understands that everything is normal. It's normal for a lot of people to tell you this won't work. It's normal to have issues along the way. It's normal for people to get excited and do nothing. Everything is what? Normal. Everything is normal. And when you don't get up and down, up and down, up and down, and you stay constant, your team sees that and they're inspired by it. But if you're up and down, up and down, up and down, going through these phases, you're complaining all the time, your team's copying what you do. And I've seen a lot of people quit. Okay, no problem with it. The only thing I dislike a little itty bit is when they quit, they blame everything except themselves. I've had a lot of people tell me great reasons why they quit. But I promise you, I've had a lot of people who did not quit, who went through something hard and still succeeded. The only difference is they quit on themselves. And if you quit on yourself, that's your problem. But at least admit it. Why do I never get a message saying, D, I'm quitting Market America because I quit everything in my life. I quit my job, I quit my school, I quit my marriage, I quit my fitness, I quit my diet, I quit everything I do. I'm happily looking forward to quitting many more things. Signed, broke, busted, disgusted, quitter. Never happened. Someone came up and D, I quit. I said, no, you can't quit. Why? Because you never started. You're what I call a non-starter. This is called network marketing, not network marketing. Do you remember the person that quits? Don't worry, no one does, because they don't build statues out of quitters or critics, so keep it moving, sis. Keep it moving, bro. Right? Listen to me. Locker room talk, are we still good? Hey, I can ease up. Hey, I know I'm going hard. It was game day. Laura told me it was game day. If you're okay, say I'm okay.
I'm okay.
If you're okay, say I'm okay. If you're okay, say I'm okay.
I'm okay.
All right, just making sure. Oh, great. So guys, honest to God, right? Think about it. If you're in any position outside of this, any stage, you have to return to phase one. 90% of your time spent in Market America needs to be talking to new customers or getting new prospects. If you're doing anything else, you're not in a leadership position that's going to explode an organization. Right? But it's okay if you're going through these phases. It's normal to go through these phases. I go through these phases very quickly, sometimes multiple times a day. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, D, you are the man, you're gonna crush it today. You're gonna have a lot of customers and you're gonna have new partners. But look at your website, it's so pretty. And I start analyzing the pretty website colors. And then I go to my back office and then I look at the reports. I'm like, these numbers can't be right. Refresh. The numbers aren't changing. Oh. How can I help you? How can I help you? What can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I help you? And then I start blaming everyone and everything as to why I'm not succeeding and the business isn't moving fast and I'm a big failure and I repeat the process many times in one day. Anyone else have done that before? Yeah. It's normal, guys. The only difference between the big leaders and everyone else is what? They realize when they're not in phase one, and when they're not, they return to phase one. Right? So who here is ready to commit 90% of your time after leaving this event into phase one? Right? Your organizations are going to explode. Because if you want to define it by one word, and this is the word that scares everyone, except they're too afraid to admit it, you know what it is? It's work! It's work! Work is defined by the four fundamental P's of phase one. First fundamental P of phase one is personal recruitment. This is what we do in Market America every single day. You have a gift called Market America. Your objective is to invite people and show them the gift. That is it. We literally pass information, right? We collect decisions. We don't convince, we don't sell. We give people an opportunity to become free. And with that, you need posture. Market America's worth of gold, like $1 million gold brick, right? Gold brick worth millions of dollars. You don't have to take it and hit people over the head with that. You show them the gift. If they don't want it, you take it back. You move on, right? You need that type of mindset. You gotta know inside your heart, inside your mind, inside your soul. You have something 1,000,000 times better than anyone you're talking about, no matter who you're talking to. Doesn't matter if they got a job, doesn't matter if business, whatever industry they're in. I don't care. I don't need you. You need me. You're not the prize. I'm the freaking catch, right? And when you have that type of confidence, no matter what people tell you about this business, no matter what people tell you about Market America, no matter what people tell you about your ability, you know inside you, you will make it, right? You know inside you, you will make it. So don't you dare beg anyone to get on that ark. You just keep building and let them know, yo, the rain's coming, right? Because the biggest illusion today is called what? Job security, yes? Right? Someone told me if you got a job, you're easily replaceable, easily by something younger, faster, cheaper, prettier, right? So you keep building, right? So that's the first fundamental. Second fundamental of phase one is personal customers. We get customers in this business. It's a customer acquisition business, huh? Right? The first customer that you do is yourself. Your home needs to be Market America home, right? Every single room in the house has to have Market America branded products. That's it. Why? Because it's a business of integrity. How am I going to ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do, right? The second customer you need is everyone that says no to the opportunity. And the third customer, who do you know? Referrals. Who do you know? And when you're acquiring customers and when you're acquiring business partners, you need a certain type of mindset. The first mindset you need is that of a miner. What does a miner do? He's got his land and he digs. And he digs, and he digs, and he digs, and he digs. Imagine this. Everyone in this room, you have 8 gold pieces, 8 gold bricks worth millions of dollars in your backyard. Millions of dollars. How long do you keep digging for? If your back is hurting, do you stop digging? No, you keep digging. Right? If your mom and dad are negative, do you stop digging? No, you keep digging. If your spouse is like, honey, you're on Zoom all the time, Mr. Zoom, Mrs. Zoom, do you stop digging? No, you keep digging. Right? If you're tired, do you stop digging? No, you keep digging. If your efforts aren't perfect and you're not getting immediate results, do you stop digging? No, you keep digging, right? If everything is not going to plan, right? If everyone is upset around you because you're digging all the time, do you stop digging? No, you keep digging. The miner keeps digging and digging and digging until they find that one gold leader. And when they find that one gold leader, right, they keep digging again. But let me tell you something. Not all that glitters is gold. You have this thing called pyrite. It's called fool's gold. It looks like gold, it feels like gold, it smells like gold, but it's not gold. It's that next person in your team saying, D, I'm your leader. Next time they call and they go missing. Where'd they go? Right? So the miner keeps taprooting and taprooting and taprooting until they find that one gold leader. And then when they find that gold leader, guess what they do? They keep digging and digging and digging and digging. The miner never stops digging, right? The second mindset you need is that of a fisherman. What does a fisherman do? Yeah, he goes into the ocean and he fishes. Mark in America is amazing, right? We have plenty of fishies in the sea. What is your ocean? It's the 8 countries we operate in, right? America, UK, Thailand. America, UK, Canada, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, right? And now, Indonesia, and then where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Right? Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Portugal, Hungary, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Japan, Albania, right? How vast is your ocean? And sometimes you catch that small fish, that's good, right? You have OPC, a mocha gets sold, a few customer points. Sometimes you get that medium fish, an EC, but sometimes you get that big fish. It's your big leader, and then you go, boom, right? The next mindset you need is that of a farmer. What does a farmer do? A farmer plants his seed, right? Looking for that one crop. Planting your seed is what we do in Mark America. Every single day, plant your seed. And guess what happened? Sometimes it gets hot, the seed will die, doesn't matter. Sometimes the thorns will come in and what? Choke it out, doesn't matter. Sometimes the weed will get your seed, doesn't matter. Sometimes the birds, the freaking birds get the seed, doesn't matter. Your job is to keep planting the seed in Mark America of every person that you know. Guess what happens, right? Some crop will produce 30, some crop will produce 60, and then some crop produces what? 100, right? So, what's common between the farmer, the miner, and the fisherman, guys? They have patience and they have their tools. Right? We have incredible tools to do this business. Look at the company, what they provide for us, right? The unfranchised app, the trial size marketing app, the products, the brochures, right? The forms, the quizzes, all the learning center. Your job is to use the tools because the tools will add credibility to your business. I mean, if you're going to the ocean, right? If you're going to the ocean, at least take a bucket with you. Don't take a teaspoon, you look a little silly, right? So, the next fundamental P is promoting events. Your business is built in events like this, right? Promote the next event to the next person every chance that you get on your team. What is an event? EVENTS, elevating vision, eliminating negative thoughts. Right? It's impossible for you to be negative in an environment like this. You gotta put people into the business. You get them here, and when you get them here, vision is implanted in them. Because events give you knowledge, knowledge gives you belief, belief gives you effort, and effort gives you the success that nobody else can give you except yourself. Right? And there's no one that plants vision like JR does at the international events. You gotta get people to the next event every single chance that you get. Right? And the last fundamental piece, personal development. I see a lot of people, very expensive suits, very expensive clothes, very expensive shoes, very expensive phones, very expensive handbags, very expensive watches, very expensive dinners, very expensive travels. But inside there's nothing, right? Your job is to be rich, not look rich, right? Every single day you need to develop the mind, the body, the soul. Every single day you need to develop books, audios. You have the unfranchised app. Field leaders and JR, 30 years, this man has built a $1 billion company. He's giving you access, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, for this information for free. All you gotta do is listen to him, right? Because it's about commitment, doing the things that you said that you were gonna do long after the mood has left you. Jerome, the OG, what did he say? You can't hire someone else to do your push-ups for you. My guy, Les Brown, if you do the things that are easy, your life's gonna be hard. If you do the things that are hard, your life's gonna be easy. You gotta be hungry. Make sure you put phase 1 into play. 4 fundamental pieces to show you this in practice, right? We have incredible leaders, like that's why I said they make me look way better than I actually am. They went across the country putting these in play. The first person I get to introduce up here to show that and to explain it is Mark Bernanke. This guy, 2 years in the business, made less than $200. Now professional coordinator, financial background, one of the best I've ever seen at it. Let's give it up, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mark.
so much for the opportunity. If we could hit the next slide, please. But